Hey, hi friends. It's been 1,000,000,000 years since I've done an Instagram video, it feels like. But I'm in my bed right now. Ignore the horrific sounds of construction outside. I hope you can't hear them because they're driving me. Um, Peace, inner peace, that's what this is all about. It's amongst the chaos, whether it's the construction, the world around you, the holidays, amongst the chaos, finding a point of grounding within where we can come inside of our bodies, where we can be at peace, even when everything is moving so quickly around us, so uncomfortably around us, we can sink deeper and deeper into ourselves so we're able to keep going. We're able to find joy. We're able to experience love and magic and all these positive things about being a human, even when it feels really hard. So, I'm excited. I'm doing a meditation series. It's starting in December 1st through December 31st. Every day, we're going to do a meditation practice together. I've done these challenges before, so some of you guys might be familiar, but if you don't know anything about it, that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to tell you what we're doing, what you can expect, and if you want to join me for the challenge, the series, it is called Arrive. Arrive. Because we are arriving at our highest timeline. We are arriving at our most authentic self. We are arriving at the moment, whatever moment we are in. We are arriving in that moment. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, smelly, stinky, amazing, positive. We are still in that moment. And we are observing. And we are in it. We are not disassociating. We are not floating out of our bodies and exploring the astral realms. Like, those are all beautiful practices. Not the dissociation part. But this challenge is about arriving inside your body and being able to navigate those spaces of spirit, of love, of magic while you're still inside your body. You don't need to go anywhere. You can stay inside. Stay inside the body, okay? So, for anyone who randomly comes across this video and you don't follow me, my name is Grace Lannon. I'm an intuitive psychic medium. I teach meditation classes. I'm also an esthetician. I do facials. I'm an artist. I do a lot of things. I have a podcast called Angel Face Magic Hour. We do a lot of things. One of the things I do is teach meditation, and I do these meditation series, these meditation challenges. But I haven't done one in a really long time. And this past year, I've been going through a lot. I know we all have. But I've been going through a lot emotionally, and just like knowing that it's safe for me to show up. It's safe for me to be a psychic, to be a medium, to talk about these things. Like, I've been talking about them for years now, but like I felt like I got to a plateau at this point of like, okay, now I really have to dive in deep because people are asking me really crazy questions and I need to be able to like just answer the questions and not get. And I was talking to Feather, who I'm having on my podcast, about this the other day, and she really helped me kind of see some stuff I needed to see. But it's like sometimes the things that you say, and it's not me that's saying this, it's spirit that's channeling through me. They're scary, they're hard, they're uncomfortable, where people are asking really hard questions that maybe I, Grace Lannon, don't have the answers to your question about your marriage and your divorce, but I can channel it. I can come in and I can say what spirit is telling me to say. Physical pain, all sorts of health issues. Like, I'm not a doctor, so I can't be like, you should take this medicine, obviously. But I do get information about people's physical bodies, and it's kind of scary to navigate that ethically, and not be like, oh, tomorrow you're going to break your leg. Like, so I'm in this point of a plateau. I've jumped off the plateau now, and I'm going in. I'm diving deep inside the earth and going all the way up into the cosmos and connecting with past lives and doing all the things that are scary to do because of, one, society, two, my body and its limitations. I've been a person who experienced a ton of pain. I'm in pain right now, babes. Thank you to the people who said they send me Reiki. but I was sick for so long. That's what led me into what I'm doing now with the healing work and finding Reiki. And it was the answer for me. It might not be the answer for you, but a spiritual path is for everyone, whether it's Reiki, religion, Buddhism, Christianity, Judaism, whatever it is for you. Talking to your ancestors, communing with the animals, plants, literally looking at yourself in the mirror. Spirituality and spiritual paths are for everyone, but what led me there was physical pain and just mental torture. But mostly the physical pain was leading me to seek, and eventually I found Reiki. That being said, like, going in and diving fully into my ability to be a channel and to be a medium was scary to me because of the physical limitations, where when I first started I was experiencing a lot of pain because, I've given this example many times on my podcast, but say for example I'm doing a reading and someone's great grandmother comes through, she had arthritis. I'm feeling that arthritis in my body for like 2 weeks before. So it was really scary to me because I was like, am I dying? Am I breaking down? Am I going crazy? No, I'm just channeling. And for me, it's been really important and powerful to learn how to do that in a way that is sustainable for my body. So now that I've started to figure that out, I'm ready to dive back into doing the meditation, to do my classes. I've been doing private Reiki this year and it's been really powerful, where I just do one-on-one classes, but I haven't been doing, at least the second half of the year, I haven't been doing my group meditations. I haven't been doing all the things that I was so excited about because I felt scared. I was scared. And so I'm ready to like come back out again. And so I decided I wanted to host this meditation series on the theme of arrival. So coming back, showing up, you're finally here, you're ready to be seen, you're ready to be shown to the world. So for people who want to join me, I'm going to be doing this series. So for anyone who's not done a meditation class with me before, they're all unique. So we incorporate different elements of healing together: breath work, Reiki. My guides call it magnetic healing. It's a whole nother story, but basically it's like a cosmic healing thing that they showed me how to do. The spirits. We'll talk more about it. I think I've talked about it on my podcast, so if you want to know, you can go find those episodes. But if I start talking about it, I will go off on a tangent, and that's not why we're here. But we incorporate that. The idea with that is that we're bringing energy in, but we're also bringing energy out. A very similar kind of concept to Reiki. I'm channeling it through my body, but it's a little different. It's a little bit different. So we do that. We're going to be incorporating some physical practice, so some like stretching and some movements and some like gentle embodiment practices. I'm a big on dance. I'm not going to be teaching dance in this class because I'm not a dance teacher. I'm a healer. But we're going to be incorporating some dance and some movement into the practices. So every day for the month of December, I'm going to be going live here on Instagram. If you don't follow me, please. But I will be sharing on my stories every day the timing and the schedule. My schedule changes. I'm at the spa a few days a week, and then I do healing work from my house and stuff for the podcast. So I'm a busy little bee. So every day is going to be different. I cannot tell you guys it's going to be every day at 9 a.m. because I've tried to do that before and I've failed and it's pissed me off. Because I'm like, I'm not a fucking reliable person. And then I go through all this fucking mental, like, sadness about, like, I can't be a consistent. So I'm not going to tell you that every day at 9 a.m. we're going to meditate. I'm just simply going to tell you every day we're going to meditate. Maybe that's going to work with your schedule and you can join me live. Maybe you can't join me live, and that's totally okay too. because I'll be saving them onto the page, so you'll be able to go back and listen to the meditations. I will also be uploading these files to my YouTube page, so if you prefer to follow on YouTube and watch on YouTube. Sometimes Instagram, personally, sometimes it's annoying to watch the videos, because if you like click something by accident, then the video's gone and then you have to like go back and so I will be uploading it to YouTube for the people like me who get annoyed with those kinds of things. My cat looks so cute. Can you guys see her? So yeah, I'm really excited. So every day it's going to be different, as I mentioned. I think it's Friday. That's December 1st. So later this week, I will let you know when the first one's going to be, what time the first one's going to be. And then every day in the stories, I'll be sharing with you guys the times. Because again, my schedule changes, it varies, and it's also about my energy. I'm here to be a channel, to be a healer, to be a whatever, a medium. I am an embodied spirit. But so with that, I have to listen to myself. So if I'm like, oh, I want to do it in the morning, and then I'm not feeling the vibes, I'm not going to do it in the morning. I'm going to do it later when I'm feeling the vibes. I feel like I have to sneeze. That's our confirmation. Feel the vibes and do it. Like, I just can't commit to, I can commit to you so deeply that I'm going to come every day. We're going to fucking meditate together. But I cannot commit to every day at 9 a.m. It's just not realistic for the way my brain works. It's not realistic for my schedule. So that's something I'm learning. Like, I can't say for sure when it comes to spiritual things. I have to be open to shifts and changes. And I have to be available for things to change in the moment and be okay with that. So for example, the other day I had a reading with someone. They forgot. Well, they didn't forget. The time was messed up, but so they thought it was at a certain time. It wasn't at a certain time. They didn't show up to the reading. I, in the past, would be like, that's so whack, like, blah, 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 like, you're not respecting my time. And yes, please show up. Don't be fucking late to shit. Like, respect people's time. Like, that's all very true. But there's also an element of spirit. Like, I wasn't in the mental state to do that reading in that moment. I was having a weird day. And I just wasn't ready for it. The reading's going to be deep. So I emailed them. I said, hey, we've never done a session before. I do have a cancellation policy, you guys, and I do enforce it sometimes if spirit tells me to. I don't want to be a pushover ever, because I see how other people in my family are like that. Like, don't fucking mess with me, okay? You know? And I don't want to encourage, like, people to be flaky. But anyway, so I emailed them and I said, hey, we've never done a session before. I do have a cancellation policy, but, like, here's the deal. Like, I feel like I should be doing your reading. And rather than just taking their money, and that was the exchange, because they missed their time, and I do have a cancellation policy. I, out of the kindness of my heart, and because Spirit said, you need to do this reading, hon. Like, there's something here that they need to receive. I offered to do it as a virtual session, because they live super far away. And then they sent me questions. And that format is going to be just so much better for the energy. Sometimes the readings can be deep and intense. So I think sometimes it's very helpful for me to do the session and then just record it and give it to you, so that you can experience it through your own time. So I just like to leave room in my schedule for shifts and changes. Like, I was supposed to do that reading, but I wasn't supposed to do it in that moment, and that's totally okay. Sometimes people will cancel their facials, and I always just, I love money. I need money. Like, I have to live. Like, this is capitalism, baby. We need to be paid. But I used to be so sad about that, and now I'm like, oh, well, I wasn't the person for them. I wasn't the moment for them. And then maybe they'll come back in another day, and it was that exact moment that I was supposed to see them. So I'm taking that information that I keep. There's a truck outside my window that just says smile. I'm experiencing a ton of tooth pain, you guys. I'm going to the dentist today. Back to the dentist. If you know me in real life, it's been a saga. I've been talking about this tooth issue since fucking last year. It's a whole story. But anyway, I'm taking that stuff that I'm learning from my client work and allowing myself to do that through the challenge and not take on too much and be like, I'm going to be here at 9 a.m. I want to do the same with the podcast. I feel like it's been really hard for me to commit to a schedule. And part of it is I'm running from the commitment because I know it's important for me to show up. And part of me is still scared, as I mentioned. But that's why I'm here. I'm trying. And it's exciting. And so I hope that you can be inspired by that. Also, I'm drinking this coffee, you guys. There's a coffee shop where I live, and they make an eggnog latte. I tried it the other day. It was life-changing. It was elevating. It was amazing. So I bought eggnog, and I made myself an eggnog latte. Pause for ASMR sips. Hold on. But I hope you can be inspired by that, to know that Spirit moves through us in many ways, so we can't guarantee it's always going to show up the same way. That's the same for creativity. Creativity is a way that Spirit flows through us. So if you're an artist, and I know a lot of my friends are, I love you guys. And I know a lot of my clients are. Don't be harsh on yourself if you can't show up the same way all the time. I know there's a lot of information out there by writers who say you just got to sit down and write. And yeah, that's true. Just sit down and try. Sometimes we're procrastinating. But I also believe that we need to experiment and try new things. Right now I'm doing this challenge for myself. That's a 44-day devotional challenge. Part of that, there's 8 things I'm doing every day. Part of that is art time, where I'm practicing art. Last night I just, I'm trying to get my notebook. Last night I just did a little doodling, a little, where is it? Just a little sketching, a little doodling, There's also light language activations in here, so enjoy. What's this one? Oh yeah, this was when I was calling in manifestations for students. Hi, this is for you. But so anyway, so sometimes I'm drawing, sometimes I'm working on a painting right now. I'm also doing this jacket that I'm doing for Zon, a commission piece, because she did some amazing photos for me, so I'm making this for her. And I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent, but someone needs to hear this. It's okay to just experiment and mix things up, whether that's with your spiritual practice or with your art practice, your healing practice, your workouts. Allow. So what I have learned the last year, 2 years probably, is that it's important and vital for me to have structure within my life. I've been resisting structure my whole life. If you didn't notice, I have severe ADHD, and I'm also a psychic, and a medium, so there's spirits and things coming in all the time, and everything. I must structure myself, my physical form, my physical body. That's why I'm so obsessed with my walks. It's almost been 500 days that I've been doing these walks. I must do my meditation. I must do these things. But I allow the structure to be movable so that I can still come in with my flow if I need to. If I don't get, right now, I'm supposed to be at the spa, but I'm going to the dentist, so I'm not at the spa. I didn't have bookings this morning. So I'm here, taking this opportunity to create a video. So I could be butthurt about I don't have an appointment this morning at the spa, or I can say, take advantage, babe. Do the video right now because your sibling's not home and it's more quiet. My sibling teaches and works during the day. I teach high school. And then at night, I do a lot of my videos. This creates a little point of contention with us because they just got off work. They want to relax and watch a show. The TV is right next to my office. So I'm like, but I need to record my meditations. So this creates a little point of contention. So I have to allow myself to flow not only with my own flow, but the flow of the system of the household. Like I live with my sibling. Some of you guys probably have kids. Like you have a husband, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, like whatever. You can't just only do what you want to do all the time. You have a job. You can't just only do what you want to do all the time. So we have to allow ourselves to move through the structures with our flow. You know? Just goes how it needs to go. Reiki flows. And spirit flows like that too. I find that it's a sentient energy. This is how I explain it. It's going to flow where it needs to go. So if I'm being guided to go paint right now, that's how spirit's going to move through me. If I'm guided to do a TikTok live reading videos, that's how spirit wants to move through me. If I'm booked for a session, like I have to prep for that. So I do a couple different rituals to open myself up to prep for that, and to clear my shit so that when I go into the session, I'm not picking up my shit when it's your shit that I'm supposed to be picking up on. Know what I'm saying? So anyway, someone needed to hear that because I wasn't planning on talking about that. I was just going to tell you the quick and easy. We're doing a challenge, but there's more stuff to be said. You guys, I am getting a little anxious though about leaving my house later because there's nowhere for me to go with the construction. I just trust that spirit will align things for me, and if not, I will go ask the man with the sign. I say, hey man, you're gonna help me get out of the driveway right now because I gotta go to the dentist. That's something also that's important, is like being able to ask for help. Like I'm for so long was just like so fiercely independent, even just not even asking like my family for help or being able to share. You know what I was thinking about last night is like when I was in middle school and like having a crush on someone and like your friends are all talking about crushes. I didn't want to admit that I had a crush on someone. I was too scared to even admit that I had a crush on someone to my best friends, that it prevented me from ever pursuing those crushes and having any kind of like romantic relationship when I was younger, because I was so scared because of rejection from the past, from when I was really little, and having a crush on this boy. I wrote it in my diary. My sibling read my diary. She was friends with this kid's older sister, told the older sister. He was like, that girl's gross, blah, blah, rejected me. And I'm still holding on to that shit. I've released a lot. I've moved through a lot. But part of me is still holding on to that rejection fear of like, if I say what I mean in a reading, they're going to be hurt. If I say what spirit tells me to say, I'm going to hurt you. If I say what I want, desire, have any kind of boundaries, I will push you away. So this is something that I'm personally working on, is releasing that fear of rejection, and how I do that is showing up, because you will be rejected. Some people are not going to like you. A lot of people don't like me, and that's okay, because a lot of people love me, and I love myself so much, so fucking much, that it's more important for me to show up for the people that need me than the fear of rejection. That is more palatable, more important, more shiny, blinking light, you must do this. This is brighter than the rejection could ever be. So, I'm here to do the meditations, even though I've been resisting for 2 years. I'm here to do my podcast, even though I've been resisting, and I do the podcast anyway, but I don't do it as much as I want to. I don't say all the things that I feel and I hear and I see in terms of psychic messages. Also random as heck, because I was just about to say, because I get these prophetic dreams and it's scary to share them because they are intense. But I have to share them. But last night, this is not a prophetic dream but Justin Bieber was in my dream last night, and my friend was in my dream. I don't remember who the friend was. It was a dream friend. I don't think it was anyone I know right now, but they were trying to date Justin Bieber because I guess he was not with Hailey anymore. Personally, you guys, I am a huge Justin Bieber fan, and I watched his YouTube documentary. It came out a few years, maybe 2020 that it came out. I cried. I'm someone that struggled with drugs, so his story really just stands out to me, and all this shit that he did, crashing the cars and stuff, I very much can identify with some of that. And then he has Lyme's, and I don't have Lyme, but I did have a lot of chronic pain and different autoimmune stuff, and so I really identified with that. But anyway, that's what's going on. We are doing this meditation series. I'm going to show up live. Follow my stories to see what time we're going to go live every day. I will go live. So in the past, I have said, this is still about the say what you mean, do what you say what you do, But in the past, I say, we're going to do a 10-minute meditation, and then we're here for a fucking hour. I trust that those things need to be channeled, but I also want to be more timely with a shorter meditation practice, because I know not everyone wants to do an hour meditation. Not everyone has enough attention span for an hour meditation, or time in their life for an hour meditation. So in order for us to really do this thing and actually meditate every day for 31 days together, I'm going to attempt, and I don't want to say attempt, I will do this, but there might be some rocks in the way, and we might need to, try again. But I want to attempt to do this, and the meditations for the month are going to be 15 to 20 minutes, which is hard for me, because once we go into the channel, we're going, and then we're healing waves of our inner child and talking to our ancestors, and we are gone. I wanted to pull a card for us too, just for fun. Spirit, what is the message that we need to hear right now that can help us accept ourselves, help us move into this theme of arrive, to be here now, as they say. Be here now, bitch. But yeah, I'm going to attempt to do the 15 to 20 minute meditations. We're going to be here every day. Show up on the stories to know what time we'll be meditating. If you guys don't follow my YouTube, find me on YouTube. Everything's linked in my little link thing. I need to update those links, so those are mad old. I got to update my website. It's I've been hiding a little bit, even though I'm here, and I'm very much on TikTok, and I'm very much creating a podcast and doing all the things, but I'm still hiding a little bit, and I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to be witnessed, And I want to do that for you too. Whether I can see you through the screen, when you're watching the video, no, I can't. But I can feel your energy. Oh, I mean, I probably could if I tried, but that's another story. We got this, babes. We got this, bitch. We got this, homies. We got this, friends. I love you, my folks, my homies. What do we need to hear? And how can we arrive in this moment? Beautiful. This is one of my favorite decks, mainly because I love the artwork. The artwork is from this woman. I'm sure you guys follow her or know her, Danielle Noel. She makes these beautiful paintings and canvases and stuff. I really want to buy an Isis one for my office. So I'm just putting that out there to manifest it for myself. But the deck is the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and then the artist is Danielle Noel. But the last card I pulled for myself, Your Life is a Canvas, and it's about art and creativity, and that's something that I'm really working on. So I was going to journal about that, and I forgot. But this is a card I pulled for us. And I will post in stories on Instagram a close-up so you can look at the art. Because, hold on. Yeah, the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. So that's exactly what we're talking about. Like, every moment can be this moment of arrival. Every moment can be this moment of spirit moving through you. Like, we don't have to separate our life from our spiritual practice, but we also need to remember that even the things that are hard for us to see, to witness, to feel, to experience, are still sacred. Anger is sacred. Grief is sacred. It's not just joy and love and peace that are like these sacred things. We need to experience. I'm feeling a lot moving through my throat. We need to experience potency in all layers. But it's also the devotion. Like I'm doing right now, a challenge. I'm devoting myself for 44 days to these things. I've been devoting myself with Isis. I'm doing these dance practices with her. How can you devote yourself to something in your life? How can you make your life a moving prayer? So if you're an artist, like how can you bring in more creativity and play and joy into your life? Like how can you see the people in your life as not only humans but spirits? So the cat in my room right now, I love her so dearly. She's my pet, but she's also my teacher. She also shows me things like 2 days in a row spilling her goddamn water on the floor, and I step on the floor and my feet are cold. That's showing me something. It might be irritating me, but that's something to look at. What pisses you off? What are your triggers? You know? Make your... So my phone just told me that I've been on here for too long, so I'm hoping we can still hear me and I didn't lose the video and everything's good. But I'll just read this real quick, what it says in the book, in case there's a message in here for us that we need to hear. The Cosmic Heart. The Cosmic Heart. When you surrender to the state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence for your own inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a little bit off kilter lately, sensing that a potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is a call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about. to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what is the most. To lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart. To live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks. To make your life one big moving prayer. So, this is your invitation to arrive with me. We are arriving. We are here in this moment. Make your life a moving prayer. Come back to your meditation practice. If you don't have a meditation practice, here's your chance to start. A meditation could be 1 minute. It could be 10 minutes. In this case, they're going to be 15 to 20 minutes. But I just invite you guys to meditate with me. I'm calling this one a meditation series rather than a meditation challenge, as I have in the past, because I want to come to things through devotion rather than force. When I'm challenging myself, I rise to the occasion. I rise to the occasion. I'm obsessed with challenges. It's going to be unhealthy, maybe. I don't want to need a challenge to rise to the occasion. So I'm calling it a series because I want it to unfold on each other. The first one is going to bring us into the next one, into the next one, into the next one. And I invite you to do all of them, please. But I also am placing this intention with it that you don't need to do 3 if you're joining on 4. Just start. And you can go back to them if you want to, but just start. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let perfection hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let shame hold you back. Doubt. These are the emotions that cloud us and create dis-ease, which can create disease. And we all know this. So that's the T on the Arrive challenge. Open your heart. And I love you. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Bye-bye, my friends. Goodbye.